So we're presenting this brooch because Luke at me says that he was struck in a single blow and went out cold. And yet this brooch indicates that there was a struggle because it was torn from Mask to Mask's costume. So explain that, you frog.
Oh.
Aha, this belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Mask de Mask.
Ah.
It is, in the point of fact, Mask de Mask's brooch. It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough. Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing. Ripped off? Aha!
You're the one that came to that conclusion.
Yep. We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. At night. That's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in that position to have struggled with the thief. That was a longer sentence than it needed to be. The only person that was on security duty that night, you detective at me! Okay. Secretly! Nailed. Detective at me, you must have fought with the thief that night. So, why did you lie? Was that a double?
Yeah, it was.
Weird. That's never happened before.
No.
So, why did you lie in your testimony to the court? Witness! Giving false testimony is a serious crime that occurs often in this courtroom. Wait a moment, Sir Ultimate. Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home. Get my steed! I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I have been dealing with so many cases lately. Alright.
The true measure of a man is the amount of work he does. That's what I always say.
Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right?
You talk too much.
That was awesome.
You just shut her down there. Wow, Phoenix is getting more ornery as he gains seniority in this courtroom. All right. Witness! So, are you now saying that you and the thief fought?
Hold on, that's quite enough, Your Honor.
Excuse me?
Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules.
Indeed, I understand. I look at me, agree completely. I have no idea what's going on between these two.
I don't know, I love it.
Well, it's, I think as all prosecutors do, they later on he's going to be biting his head off. But right now he's making him seem like he's a great man so that it strengthens his case. Fight with the thief testimony. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from this door for a brief moment. However, look at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights with only his fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck through, bam! And that's all she wrote. So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Mask to Mask? Correct. It was during the third crime that he struck me from behind. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak. Well, that's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case. Not a good thing. That can't be good. I'm not wearing a tie at all. Alright. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. So why did you look away from the door anyway? In addition to the camera, I have prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. That's why I went to the computer, elegantly, of course. So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer. What should I do? Should I ask some more questions? Ask about, what do you think? Sensor? I want to know where the sensor was, where it was tripped, because that will give us his point of entry.
Yeah.
What kind of sensors are you talking about? There are other places in the basement from which one could enter and exit from. There are air conditioner ducts, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. Why is there a cat door in the fucking museum?
I don't know.
I hooked up. Wait a minute, a cat door? It would make more sense for him to say a dog door. Like, cats don't usually have doors, do they? I don't know. I don't have an outdoor kitty. So.
I don't know either.
I hooked up a heat detecting infrared and ultraviolet sensor to each of them.
I think that there are cat doors, but I think it's more likely to have a doggy door.
Yeah. That's a lot of hardware. Was it all yours? Lordly Taylor department store is kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware.
Oh, cat doors are much more common here than dog doors. I guess it depends on where you are.
Weird.
Yeah.
Naturellement, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well. In other words, he couldn't have rigged up the equipment, huh? Yeah. Has that cleared up any doubts you had about me, Sir Loyal? Not really. However, look at me. I cannot be so easily discombobulated. What does that mean? Discombobulated?
Young people these days, they really irritate me. They allow perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean.
Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyway?
Now I've forgotten. What was I saying?
Oh my god.
Jeez, it's better than old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago.
Well, it looks like we cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony.
Alright, so go back one. Press it again. Wait, go back another. I forgot about this one. Hit that. Skip through it till you have the choice. Poor Udgy. Okay. So go for the computer. I want to know about the computer. So did that computer belong to the Lordly Taylor as well? Correct. Well, except for the programs that manage the data. It was specially designed by me. Look at me. In that case, he could have easily manipulated the data. What's wrong, Sir Loyal? Fucker. Alright, skip through to the next one. This one? Yeah. What do you mean, weapon from the side? Naturellement, the thief had no idea that Look at Me was hiding in the area. He grabs the sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse. Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch? Correctement. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp. Okay, so he is talking about the Shigesato Itoi.
So the thief armed himself with a sword. And what about your self-witness?
A true gentleman fights only with his own beasts, but they were not enough. You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities? But of course, in college I was second in charge of the boxing club.
I'm sorry if I failed to find that appropriately impressive.
However, my opponent in this ring was this time my arch nemesis, Maske the Maske. This guy is a real piece of work. His first blow struck true, bam, and that's all she wrote. Can you tell us a little more about what happened? My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powerlicious. Powerlicious? I assume the at-me fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That of course was checkmate. My opponent had bested me. What do I do now? Should I ask more about this? Yeah, what about this blinded?
That one?
Wait, at-me fighting style first. I want to know about that. What is this at-me fighting style? I am sorry, but that's a trade secret. I can't really say anymore. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing you'll do is put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you. Well, that actually does make sense. That's it? That's the at-me fighting style?
Well, Mr. Wright, what about the testimony?
It was a waste of time.
No, it was
Wait.
very important because he was at the computer.
So how'd he put his back against
Yeah.
the wall? Well, he's in a room. He just had to face the door.
But I don't think he had time to do that. But how can we prove that?
Just
Want to just say it was
say
a
it's
waste of time
for
right now.
We want to see
Yeah.
the other option. Well, I guess it's true that Acme was knocked unsenseless after all. I'd better ask him about something else instead.
Well, what do you think, Nick?
Okay. Yeah, let me see. There's one thing I'm absolutely sure of now.
Yeah, what is it?
This Luke at me guy, he's definitely hiding something.
But why?
I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. And about the true nature of this detective,
He's actually a programmer.
a computer expert.
Yeah.
So, can you tell us a little bit more about what happened? So this is something that appends a statement to the testimony. I think this is the thing that we need to know about, though, because
You were
he
blinded?
said there was a flash. I want to know about that.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Okay. You were blinded? So what was this flash of light that blinded you? I was bathed in a golden light that seemed to come from the statue of that woman. What? The statue of Amy Faye, I'm guessing.
That wasn't very much help at all.
I guess we have to go back to the other one.
What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, it won't even let us append that to the testimony.
Yeah.
So let's, sorry, I just
That's okay.
feel like I'm quicker at this.
Yeah, you definitely are.
All right, so we're gonna try to get that appended. Who would have known that the at-me fighting style would actually have something to do with the trial?
Remember, you can hold B to skip statements that have already been read.
Okay, here we go. It still goes through about that speed. Okay. Of course it's Of course it's important. We've learned a detective's secret technique after all.
Yes, indeed. I'll remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone at night, which I never do.
Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out.
Now then, witness! Go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony.
I put my back to the wall to fight, but the thief's blow landed upon my third eye. But, okay, so do we have evidence of where the blow landed?
How do I get to evidence?
Because he doesn't have
Plus?
any marks on his face. Like, he didn't get hit in the head. He was hit from behind, and he's trying to lie about it.
Yeah. Press
I feel
plus.
like where we're going here is we're trying to prove that he didn't struggle with the thief.
Yeah. I think so too.
Yeah. So, all right, let me see what kind of evidence we have here.
What's up? Yeah.
Back of the head.
Ah. But that's just what it says.
Yeah, I know. Like, how can this piece of evidence have proof on it?
Yeah.
Whatever, that's what it says.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like this is what we're presenting.
yeah, all right.
Take that.
It's an objection this time.
Okay. Sorry, I know that you guys keep trying to explain how you know which it is, but...
Objection!
Objection!
Detective Atme, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards.
Oh, House of Cards.
What fun this is, Sir Lawyer. It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet that armored at my armored feet. I believe this is what you said yesterday. No, the coward lawyer, the coward must have wormed his way into the room somewhere between the door. And my arch nemesis struck me from the head from behind with this gruesome item here. That's Phoenix trying to do his voice. Also, so yeah, Phoenix is presenting something he heard the witness say yesterday as evidence.
Yeah, he totally is.
We
You
are-
can do that now.
Fully depending on him saying, yes, I said that now.
Yeah.
If he just denies it, we're fucked. Let's hope he doesn't do that.
From behind, huh?
But just now you testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think that you would forget where you were hit on the head. It's okay at me. Just deny that you ever said that first
Yeah.
thing. I'm the defense lawyer. I can't enter my own testimony as evidence. Ugh, it seems I made another mistake. Detective Atme, that's not the only strange part of your testimony.
What do you mean by that?
For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad. That's wrong!
Objection!
Wow, that's quite the objection
Weird.
voice.
To err is human, to forgive is divine. Humans aren't machines, except for me. They have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate, and yes, they even make mistakes.
Objection! Hey, hold on! It's not as petty as that, but it's not as pretty as that.
Really, is that what it is like then? What is it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. It's one of my rules.
This is it. This might be my last chance to turn things around.
Mr. Wright, what exactly is it that you're asserting?
Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that Atme is no ace detective. This Mr. Atme is a fake. Mr. Atme is Master Mask. Jesus Christ. Let's go with are these hits worth it for fun?
Oh.
All right, we're gonna find out
don't
after
know.
the break. We're possibly going to take some hits just for the comedy of calling him
We can save
a fake.
here.
Can we? Oh, we could. So we'll decide. Yeah, we might do it for comedy's sake. All right. But we're going to take a break right here. The suspense and action continues after this with more Video Games Awesome Live Trials and Tribulations continues.